Alrighty, bitey. So now I'm trying to answer a new comment which was posted under the Dark Enlightenment video. In short, because I think it makes sense to recap what I've said. Uh, in Silicon Valley, there is an ideology going around that if you have the chance, if you are a billionaire and you're able to influence politics, you should aim at getting into politics and trying to design the state in terms of everybody who's working, the administration, and so on. You're trying to design this as a company so that the new president is essentially the CEO with a lot of executive power to just push and do a lot of things in a very short time. So essentially, it's kind of like bringing the company architecture of, let's say, X, formerly Twitter, to the current administration in the US and, saying that we're running the place like we are running X. Because this might promise us one, that we can cut down on administration costs for everybody who's working with us because we don't need you. And two, we get things so much faster done. So that's the assumption essentially. And the comment was that, okay, I'm just reading the thing. So essentially, that a lot of the things that Silicon Valley is doing, I think it's actually about social media, that the technologies that produce social media, that they're, distractions for the majority of people. And that this user particularly says that it makes a lot of sense to say that the real answers is not in the model of technologies or salvation in any way, but to rather think and find the answers, and I quote, in the universe. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people actually thought the same way. I think the most prominent one is Nikola Tesla. Um, the thing is, I think there's some books that stress the importance of him saying that he said, like, he found answers in the number sequence of 369 and that these are somehow connected with universe. The things I haven't read those, so I can't tell you for sure that you can find all the answers in the universe. But I think this points to the right direction because technology today, it's like even the people who are benefiting from the technology, they seem so void. They seem to have essentially no thought of their own. There is really nothing that you can learn from them and apply for your life. I mean, sure, there are like really good creators on the platform, but I think the majority of them, and that's also what a lot of people notice, they're just empty. I mean, the reason why, for instance, the Labubu trend was possible is because a lot of people don't really care about what they're saying on these public platforms, right? Because if someone came to me in 10 years and said, well, you talked about certain ideologies in Silicon Valley and you talked about books that you've read, I wouldn't be ashamed. Actually, I'd be, yeah, that is true. That's what I was talking about. But I think about these Labubu people and these people who really think that they need to have the next matcha 24K Labubu in their collection because otherwise they'll go crazy. That is kind of a sign of you not taking content creation and social media usage like responsibly. Like you're not thinking of the implication of what you're posting could do to other people, right? So yeah, no, I agree with the user. A lot of the technology today, it's not pushing us forward. There is no reason to pursue a lot of the technologies that we currently have. Because if you even think about the newest one, right, the most overhyped one, AI, OpenAI is going into a really weird direction. They're essentially trying to copy character AI, if you know what that is. If you don't know, it's essentially a platform where you can interact with your favorite characters. It's a cool idea, to be fair, but people spend so much time on these platforms, like on average 90 minutes for my age group, that you need to be concerned if OpenAI tries to do the same. So, yeah, I don't want to say that all tech is gimmick. That is not true. But as long as it's not frontier science, it's not gonna be our salvation. Instagram was never our salvation. YouTube is a different thing because the video formats are way longer. They require you to listen if you want to listen, and you can interact with so much more, right? Like you can find courses by Yale, Stanford, and Harvard about essentially everything on YouTube. So YouTube is not a gimmick. Instagram is, but that's a topic for another time. Yeah, so I hope I was able to answer your comment, and that it makes sense. In short, I'm essentially agreeing with you, but still thank you for posting a comment.